Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request from Masi. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, video game playthrough for an hour, a full playthrough, topic, tier list, ranking, movie review, re-review, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below, and I will get to as soon as I possibly can. So, for those who sent them, thank you. Now, this is more of a trailer thoughts, not a reaction, but trailer thoughts on something called The Initiative, which is a TV... I don't know if I want to say TV show. This seems like one of those where it'll be, I think, 8 episodes, and it's going to be in July on MGM Plus, which I'll be honest, I did not even know that was a thing. MGM Plus or Plus, not to be plushies, but I guess I should. Every damn thing has a streaming service, so why not MGM? That's probably like part of Amazon, but yeah, MGM Plus. So I never heard of MGM Plus. I'm like, what the fuck is that? But I guess with Amazon, yeah. Anyway, Paramount Plus. How about minus, huh? Like Disney minus. Everything's a fucking plus. Disney Plus, MGM Plus, Paramount Plus. You know what? Plus positive. That means everyone's fucking pregnant. I mean, maybe people stop fucking. Stop having the sex. Stop being pregnant. And stop pushing out these, content out of the pooper. I know that's not how babies are made. But maybe that's how these babies are made. Shit babies. To be fair, I don't know whether this would be good or bad. I'm just going on the curve where a good chunk of stuff sucks nowadays, in my opinion. But I watched the trailer. It did nothing for me. First off, I never read the novel that this is based on, which I think came out 2019. Never read the novel. I think Masi said they did and they enjoyed it. That's cool. Obviously, if you read it and you enjoyed it, you'd be more inclined to check this out. Never read it, so I have no particular investment in seeing this get made because I didn't know what the hell it was before I saw the trailer. Then I looked up information on it. So, not knowing the source material at all, that's one thing. Second off, the cast. The only person I kind of recognize is Mary Louise Parker. I think she was in Red and Red 2. I know she was in a couple films back in the day, but she's not an actress that I really followed a whole lot. I vaguely remember in a few films, but it's not like back in the day if there's an actress I would follow, it'd be like Sigourney Weaver, Sandra Bullock. There's others I would know about. Michelle Pfeiffer, Meg Ryan, the list goes on. Jamie Lee Curtis, but other than her, I vaguely recognize the others. I might have seen them and stuff, but I don't recognize them. Like Ben Barnes. I guess he was on the Punisher TV show as Jigsaw. I never saw the Punisher TV show. The lead kid, I think it's his first thing he's done. Some of them I might have seen in other stuff, but I don't recognize them off the bat. So, a cast is not really recognizable to me, so there's not like an actor I gravitate, oh, that guy's doing it, or that person's doing it, okay, cool. I'll check you out for their performance, or because I like that actor. I don't have that involved as well. So, A, don't have any knowledge, any personal investment in the source material. 2, I don't really know much of the actors except vaguely Mary Louise Parker, and even then, like I said, I haven't followed her career a whole lot. C, I watched the trailer and just seemed very routine to me. I watched the trailer and I go, I feel like I've seen this film before. Whether it be about people, younger teens being experimented on, which will remind me of this film called Strange Behavior back in the day, or Disturbing Behavior. in the 90s. Strange Behavior was, I think, the 80s? Or was it early 90s? I know Disturbing Behavior was late 90s. Or these kids that seem like they have special powers or even superpowers. Because you see in the trailer... Well, I guess I'm 5 minutes in, I should have talked about the plot, huh? So this kid, he's talking with his parents. It seems like he's gifted. He's very smart. He's going to go to some prestigious place. One day he wakes up and he doesn't know how he got there. Doesn't know how he got there. He sees other kids. Same thing happened to them. And they're at a place called the Institute. They don't know why they're there. They get a feeling that they're special in some way. And then you see a variety of images where they're being kind of in their little cells, or they're chatting a bit with each other, or they're talking with the doctor, psychiatrist, whatever the hell Mary Louise Parker plays. And then a lot of scenes of them kind of on tables, being tested on, being experimented on, and so forth. And it just feels like I've seen that movie or that show or that stuff multiple times. Now, granted, just because you've seen something multiple times doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It depends on taste. I mean, if you show me a movie about a bunch of Marines going around a spaceship hunting a creature, if it looks cool with actors I like, then I might have seen it 100 times, but I'll be down for it. Because that's more my cup of tea. This, very indifferent on it. It just reminds me of stuff, vague ones like Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors, where it's just which I know that's not fair. I mean, but you know, kids in a hospital or some kind of setting, and they have superpowers. Well, in that case, dream powers, and you need to have Freddy Krueger put into it, which made that more interesting to me. Here, I mean, this could be a reject X-Men movie. Hell, it reminds me of, what was that movie called? The New Mutants. Which, funny enough, I actually never saw that film. I remember the trailer came out and I went, oh, that looks interesting. It's like a superhero film, but it's a horror movie. This is when I gave a shit about superhero stuff. But it was by Fox, they got delayed, and there was supposed to be R-rated, but then it was cut down, it seemed, or that was the rumors. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what it seemed like it was the case. If not, then whatever. Whatever the case, then people kind of forgot about it, and then it came and went like the wind. I bet no one even remembers the New Mutants until I said it. But that's what it like vaguely reminds me of. Kids experimented on in a hospital-like setting where they're being tested on, and these kids realize their potential powers, and then they go against the establishment. So, what really about this, based on the trailer, is different? I guess there's this guy named Ben Barnes who is a cop, and you see scenes of him kind of going around town asking questions, and more than likely he's going to get involved and figure out what's going on. But as I said, I don't know much about Ben Barnes' career. The other actors I don't know much about. The setting is kind of typical. The acting seems indifferent. Not good, not bad, just indifferent to me. And there's just nothing there that really makes me go, whoa, I gotta go see this. There's just nothing about it. So, I mean, I guess for Masi, obviously you read the book, but to me this looks like a dime a dozen wannabe, like the New Mutants, you know, that type of thing. Here's a school, or not a school, but it's a building. Maybe that's the twist. It is the fucking school of where the mutants are, and one of them will be Charles Xavier. Maybe that's Stephen King's twist. He'll start doing M. Night Shyamalan shit. It's a twist. It's X-Men. Nah. But it's just, okay, here's a group of kids. You see, like, someone with their mind lifts something. In another scene, water starts piling and forming into something. What's that? Is someone going to shoot some fire? Or is it all just psychic telekinetic abilities, which there's plenty of movies that have done that, where people are testing the telekinetic abilities and they can do stuff with their mind, and that feels like something that's been done a dozen upon a dozen times. So, if people know the book, if people know it, maybe there's something much more to it that, okay, they didn't show in the trailer, and you didn't spoil. Okay, cool, I can understand that, but on the surface level, it just seems very routine. I would bet money this will come out and not do anything, because Stephen King, I don't know if Stephen King's name is as big as it used to be. Yes, once in a while something comes out, but Salem's Lot, remember that movie? That came out, that didn't do anything. The Pet Sematary remake, or adaptation, what do you want to call it, that didn't really do anything. And then, Pet Sematary Bloodlines, which I still don't think I ever saw that. I mean, I know there's films like It and the sequel. I know they're doing the Welcome to Derry TV show. But I just don't know if, again, I don't know if Stephen King really has that pull, especially for something like this that's not a recognizable name. Where, oh, I remember that name from back in the day. Like, I know they don't do Cujo. They may get a few eyes on it because the name Cujo is known in the pop culture realm, but the Institute, it's a Stephen King novel I have never even heard of. In fact, did this book even do anything when it came out? A facility that houses other abducted children who have telepathy or telekinesis. Okay, so here, the book right there tells it. So those are the extent of the powers. Telepathy, telekinetic. I mean, I'm just looking at some reviews. Stephen King noted connections between the novel and some of former President Donald Trump's actions, including children seeking asylum at the border, being removed from their parents under the administration's family separation policy. Well, gee, I wonder why this got made. If you don't throw that stupid shit in it. Now, whether they throw that into the show, I don't know, but... I mean, that's from Stephen King's words. Like I said, had anyone else ever even heard of this book? Not really. And if you look forward to it, good God bless you. I would only see this if it was a paid request. I highly doubt I'm going to get it, because I think most people are not going to even know this show exists when it debuts. It's not going to I don't think it's going to get talked about much. It's going to be another one of those shows that's going to pop up and be like, wait, that was there? And it's going to disappear. And then like a year later, people go, wow, this existed? I didn't know about this. So, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll be wrong. But I'm looking at the trailer. I mean, hey, to be fair, 307,000 views in 7 days. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe people were bored and said, what the hell is this? Let's see what the hell it is. I'm curious, Maybe it was that as well. They watch the trailer, doesn't mean they don't watch the movie or the show or whatever the fuck. So that could be the case as well. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, has anyone ever heard? Well, I guess to be fair, anything can happen. I mean, The Godfather of Harlem. I have never even heard of this show, but it has a season 4. Godfather of Harlem. Has anyone ever heard of that fucking show? But it has 4 seasons now. Things are very different. Earth Abides. 398,000. Earth Abides. Like, what the fuck is Earth Abides? Earth Abides? Another post-apocalyptic TV show. Never heard of it. If I ever type out, what is this, Earth Abides? It's just because the dude abides. Alexander Ludwig, who's in Race the Witch Mountain, Bad Boys for Life, Bad Boys Ride or Die. Alexander Ludwig? And Air Bud World Pup. The Sandlot Heading Home. The Earth Abides. Premiere December 2024. So there you go. You know what? There you go. Here's a show that got over 300,000 views on their trailer. 398,000 views. Came out December 2024, 6 episodes. Is there a single fucking person watching this video who's ever heard of that fucking show? No? Hey, maybe it's a yes, but if no, then that could very well be this fucking show as well, so. God, it's just crazy the amount of fucking content that comes out that just goes under the radar. It's crazy. But I guess that's just me, my old school sensibility of you go to the video store and you see some movies, and these are the movies that came out, and then TV shows. You had a couple channels. Because you had a couple channels, you would go back and forth, and then you would know what all the shows are. Whether you watched or didn't, that's another tune. But I'm just showing my age. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. The Institute, have at it. Later.